Here making their first television TV interview as Person of the Year is the founder of Amazon.com, Jeff Bezos. This guy is always laughing. He's the happiest guy in the world. And if you had $41 billion, you'd be happy too. Anyway, it's nice to have you here.
It's great
Congratulations.
To be here.
Now look at this, 35 years old. This is the new American. This is the new millionaire. You have to have an idea, of course,
to win this award.
Fourth youngest ever to win this award. That's quite a tribute to you. So your idea with them was to open up a .com, Amazon, where you would sell a big warehouse full of books and eventually spun off into other items as well.
That's right. We're selling a bunch of different stuff now. But I have to tell you, you just held up the Millionaire software. That's our #1 best-selling piece of software.
The CD-ROM.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's what I hear, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. And you've got it. You've got it.
Oh, yeah.
There are so many places that ran out of it, you know.
Right.
Our little store in the corner here also has it as well. So, well, let's start from the beginning. Where'd you get the idea to do this?
Well, it was, you know, I was browsing the web, actually, back in 1994, and I came across the fact that the web was growing incredibly fast, 2,300% a year. Nothing outside of a petri dish grows that fast.
Yes.
So that was sort of the wake-up call. And books were the first best product to sell online.
And you raised some money, about $300,000.
That's right.
But how? But I mean, a lot of people had faith in you, right?
Well, that's right. I owe a great debt of gratitude to a couple people that are actually in the audience, my parents, because they gave me the $300,000.
Where are your parents?
They're out here somewhere. There they are.
Hello. Oh, there they are, right over there. Hi, how you doing? All right, so...
That is a leap of faith. They gave you $300,000, and you told them, right, that you said you're not going to...
I said, you know, you have to understand you're very likely to lose all of this money. Because I had to say that because I wanted to be able to come home to Thanksgiving no matter what happened, you know.
So what'd you do with the 300?
Well, we started hiring people. We started developing the software.
You worked out of the garage in your home,
Worked out of the garage. And I know why now entrepreneurs move out of garages. It's not, I think, because they run out of space, at least if it's computer companies. They run out of electric power.
Yeah, sure.
We had so many circuit breakers that would trip because we were overloading the circuit breakers with all the computers. We had to run these big, thick orange extension cords all over the house into the garage. We couldn't turn on a vacuum cleaner or a hairdryer without flipping circuit breakers.
So your idea was to sell books and things over the internet.
Today we're selling toys and tools.
And also you have these great big warehouses, 7 of them, all around the country.
Big distribution centers now.
Huge, enormous things, right?
And in the early days, I delivered all the packages to the post office myself in my 1988 Chevy Blazer. And now it's just astounding. I go into one of our DCs. First of all, I don't always know exactly how they work. And we've got big 18-wheelers pulling up and, you know, just staying there all day, loading the packages.
And how much money do you generate a year with this business?
Well, in 1998, we did about $610 million worth of sales, and we'll do substantially more than that in
610 million?
Yes.
And you'll do more than that this year?
Yeah, and it's, you know, the website is designed, our customers aren't computer experts.
Yeah.
They're ordinary people, and that's been the secret of our success. We make it easy to use.
But you expect now to lose.
And I hear you're
$350 million this.
That's right.
year.
Yeah, that's right. We are a famously unprofitable company, and that is a conscious sort of investment decision on our part. So it's something that we believe would be short-sighted not to be investing during this critical time.
And when do you expect to make money?
Regis, that's so old-fashioned.
A new concept, Regis.
You obviously don't understand new investing. I understand you're sort of a computer neophyte, but I want to show you sometime. Or maybe that's even an overstatement.
It probably is.
You're looking at two neophytes.
Neophytes. But it's so easy to use. I think someday I want to get a chance to give you a lesson.
Listen, I've heard great things about Amazon, about the whole internet thing. It's the future. I understand that. We just can't get into it.
I've not seen his CD-ROM. I don't know what it's like.
We cannot get into it. You know, if you guys were smart enough to put all of this together, you should have been smart enough to make it easy enough for guys like me to get into it.
Well, we're working on it.
For me to press power and then the word on, too much! We'll be right back in a moment. All right, well, with Time Magazine's Person of the Year, Jeff Bezos. Now, looking at him, and I'm telling you that this is the new America. This is our Andrew Carnegie. This is one of our Vanderbilts from yesteryear, from the old turn of the century. This is the whole new game in America,
He's
all around this
the way
little
America
computer.
shops.
That's right. Now, how can you keep up with this Christmas rush?
Hard work. In fact,
Yeah.
I was in one of our distribution centers packing and shipping. This Christmas time of year, obviously, we've done extensive research. We find people buy a lot of gifts at this time of year.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's a...
What a happy duck, huh?
Then we have, something like 7 million square feet of gift wrap and, 12,000 feet of ribbon.
You gift wrap the present, too.
That's right.
And
And
then
in fact, on the website, you can click and you can pick the gift wrap.
And then how do you get it to that person's house? FedEx?
It can be UPS, it can be the U.S. Postal Service. Internationally, we often ship
Now, do I
using
save money
DHL.
if I buy a book through you?
Yes, you do. The three big advantages to buying at Amazon.com are selection, ease of use, and price. And they're...
Can we just go back a minute now? You were telling us that, your parents made an enormous investment, even in spite of the fact that you told them, that they might lose it all.
Right.
How are they doing today?
Well, they actually came out okay on the investment.
Really okay?
You get your money back, Dad?
Yes.
Are you happy?
They're very proud parents. And my mom has a whole shrine to me in the house.
A shrine?
She's sort of like...
They must have...
I'm building a small shrine.
And your lovely wife is sitting next to you,
That's
Mother
right.
over there. Mrs. Bezos, nice to
right.
have you here as well.
Thanks.
Well, how long have you been married?
6 years.
And were you with him through his early time
Yeah.
when he was trying to think of the...
Were you out in the garage with him?
I sure was.
Ah.
It was great.
Oh,
My name is Mackenzie. It's nice to have you here, Mackenzie.
Thanks.
What's the next step for you now?
Well, what we're trying to do is expand. So our vision is to offer everything that people might want to buy online, literally, so that you can find the most obscure, hardest to find item, not just in the book category, but in any category, toys, electronics, and so on and so on. So that's the vision we're working on. And it's complicated and it's hard, but it's also incredibly fun.
What do you
Incredibly
buy
fun.
online, Jeff?
I buy my groceries online. In Seattle, where I live, you can buy your groceries. It's incredibly convenient. Yeah, it is. It's really...
That
Now,
would
are
be-
you aware of this Priceline organization?
Yeah.
Is that a competitor of yours?
Not really. Sort of. They do something a little different. They're mostly focused on travel.
How do I buy groceries at my price? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't understand it.
You mean
And that's my final answer.
Hey! I don't understand half the things I see on this internet thing. You call up and you tell them, I want to pay $50 and I want to fly to Los Angeles, and apparently you get your ticket that way. Is that right? You don't know.
I don't know.
You can't figure it out.
I can't figure it out.
All right, so how else is the internet going to change our lives?
Well, there's a bunch of stuff coming in the future. If you look 10 years out, one of the cool things that's going to happen is we're going to be able to, in some ways, do away with the keyboard and do voice recognition. So
That's how I wanted to do
That's
it.
Right.
when we're going to get
I hate
on.
the keyboard. That's what we're getting on.
So one
I
of the
hate
things,
the
you'll be able to open your cell phone up. You won't even dial. Your cell phone won't
That's exactly what I want. I don't want any stinking
getting so
dialing.
excited.
I don't want any keyboard. I just want to say, I want to talk to Gelman. And
That's going to work. You're going to say Gelman.
exactly what I want.
And Gelman will say yes.
Here you go.
Right?
How long do we have to
Or
wait
maybe
for
they'll
that?
say, not now, Regis. Whatever.
How long is that? How far in the future is that?
It's
Jeff?
probably 10+ years before it gets there. So
well,
it's still a
that's
long
too late
time.
for you.
You like that? You like me, don't you, Jeff?
I do.
Time Magazine said, what show do you want to go on? What's the #1 show you want to go on? Jeff said, Regis and Kathy Lee.
I did.
Ah, good. Well, I think that's great.
Not here today, Jeff.
You're an inspiration. You really are. You know that? You are an inspiration to a lot of young people out there who are just getting started in their lives and in their business.
By the way, we also have, you'll be happy to hear, Time for Regis, your old CD.
No
from
kidding.
20 years ago.
People have written to me saying,
Regis-
where do you buy this?
It's not exactly a bestseller.
All of a sudden, even he
He's
turns
turned
on.
on.
But But you
I
can't get
didn't
it.
get rid of him fast
And
enough.
there's actually a couple nice, very, very nice customer reviews. There's customers can type their own reviews.
yeah?
And somebody on the site has said that, they like your scene.
Oh, well,
They
that's
wish that
good.
you-
But I'm glad you got it because a lot of people, and I don't know where to tell them where to find it. I can't find it myself. Anyway, congratulations, Jeff. It's a great story. You're the man of the year.
Congratulations, Jeff. Really nice news.
Good luck to you. All right, we'll be right back with Mandy Moore. Felicity Huxley coming up next week.